Gandalf. I thought you said this place would be easy to find.
I lost my way twice. I wouldn't have found it at all had it not been for that mark on the door.
Mark? There's no mark on that door. It was painted a week ago.
There is a mark. I have put it there myself. Bilbo Baggins, allow me to introduce the leader of our company, Thorin Oakenshield.
So, this is the Hobbit.
Tell me, Mr. Baggins, have you done much fighting?
Pardon me?
Axe or sword? What's your weapon of choice?
Well, I do have some skill that conquers, if you must know. But I fail to see why that's relevant.
Thought as much. He looks more like a grocer than a burglar.
What news from the meeting in Ered Luin? Did they all come?
Aye. Envoys from all 7 kingdoms.
And what do the dwarves of the Iron Hills say? Is Dane with us?
They will not come. They say this quest is ours, and ours alone.
You're going on a quest?
Bilbo, my dear fellow, let us have a little more light. Far to the east, over ranges and rivers, beyond woodlands and wastelands, lies a single solitary peak.
The Lonely Mountain.
Aye. Owen has read the portents, and the portents say it is time.
Ravens have been seen flying back to the mountain as it was foretold. When the Barons of Yore return to Erebor, the reign of the beast will end.
So, what beast?
Well, that would be a reference to Smaug the Terrible.
Chiefest and greatest calamity of our age.
Airborne fire breather. Teeth like razors, claws like meat hooks. Extremely fond of precious metals.
Yes, I know what a dragon is.
I'm not afraid. I'm up for it. I'll give him a taste of the dwarfish iron right up his jacksie.
The task will be difficult enough with an army behind us. But we number just 13. Not 13 of the best. Nor brightest.
Here, who are you calling in? We may be few in number, but we're fighters. All of us. To the last war!
And you forget we have a wizard in our company. Gandalf will have killed hundreds of dragons in his time.
Oh, well, no, I wouldn't
How
say...
many, then?
What?
Well, how many dragons have you killed? Go on, give us a number.
Please.
If we have read these signs, do you not think others will have read them too? Rumors have begun to spread. The dragon Smaug has not been seen for 60 years. Eyes look east to the mountain, assessing, wondering, weighing the risk. Perhaps the vast wealth of our people now lies unprotected. Do we sit back while others claim what is rightfully ours? Or do we seize this chance to take back Erebor?
You forget the front gate is sealed. There is no way into the mountain.
That, my dear Balin, is not entirely true.
How came you by this?
It was given to me by your father, by Thrain, for safekeeping. It is yours now.
If there is a key, there must be a door.
These runes speak of a hidden passage to the lower halls.
There's another way in.
Well, if we can find it, but dwarf doors are invisible when closed. The answer lies hidden somewhere in this map, and I do not have the skill to find it, but there are others in Middle-earth who can. The task I have in mind will require a great deal of stealth and no small amount of courage. But if we are careful and clever, I believe that it can be done.
That's why we need a burglar.
Good one, too. An expert, I'd imagine.
And are you?
Am I what?
He said he's an expert.
Me? No. I'm not a burglar. I've never stolen a thing in my life.
Well, I'm afraid I have to agree with Mr. Baggins. He's hardly burglar material.
Aye, the wild is no place for gentle folk who can neither fight nor fend for themselves.
Enough! If I say Bilbo Baggins is a burglar, then a burglar he is. Hobbits are remarkably light on their feet. In fact, they can pass unseen by most if they choose. And while the dragon is accustomed to the smell of dwarf, the scent of a hobbit is all but unknown to him, which gives us a distinct advantage. You asked me to find the 14th member of this company, and I have chosen Mr. Baggins. There's a lot more to him than appearances suggest, and he's got a great deal more to offer than any of you know, including himself. You must trust me on this.
Very well. We'll do it your way.
No.
Give him the contract.
Warren,
Please.
we're off.
It's just the usual summary of out-of-pocket expenses, time required, remuneration, funeral arrangements, so forth.
Funeral arrangements?
Oh.
I cannot guarantee his safety.
Understood. Nor will I be responsible for his fate. Agreed.
Terms, cash on delivery, up to but not exceeding 1/14 of total profit, if any. Seems fair. Present company shall not be liable for injuries inflicted by or sustained as a consequence thereof, including but not limited to lacerations, evisceration, incineration.
Oh, aye, I'll melt the flesh off your bones in the blink of an eye.
You all right, laddie?
Yeah, feel a bit faint. Think furnace with wings.
I need air.
Flash of light, searing pain, then poof!
You're nothing more than a pile of ash.
No.
Very helpful, both.
I'll be all right. Just let me sit quietly for a moment.
You've been sitting quietly for far too long. Tell me, when did doilies and your mother's dishes become so important to you? I remember a young hobbit who was always running off in search of elves in the woods. He'd stay out late, come home after dark, trailing mud and twigs and fireflies. A young hobbit who would have liked nothing better than to find out what was beyond the borders of the Shire. The world is not in your books and maps. It's out there.
I can't just go running off into the blue. I am a Baggins of Bag End.
You are also a Took. Did you know that your great-great-great-great-uncle Bullroarer Took was so large he could ride a real horse? Yes, well, he could. In the Battle of Green Fields, he charged the goblin ranks. He swung his club so hard, it knocked the Goblin King's head clean off, and it sailed 100 yards through the air and went down a rabbit hole. And thus the battle was won. And the game of golf invented at the same time.
I do believe you made that up.
Well, all good stories deserve embellishment. You'll have a tale or two to tell of your own when you come back.
Can you promise that I will come back?